You know that feeling where you set a big goal for the year? Maybe it's in January or during a strategic retreat, and in a few months, the excitement is just gone. The spreadsheets get dusty. The whiteboard is erased. The team can't even remember what the big annual goal was supposed to be. Here's the truth. 1-year goals sound good in theory, but they often fail in practice. Why? Because a year is too long. It's too abstract. It's too easy to drift. That's why I want to show you today why a 90-day plan almost always performs a 1-year goal. If you've ever felt frustrated with planning, this episode is going to give you a simple, practical, and proven framework to build momentum and keep moving forward. If we haven't met, I'm Phil Routley, and this is the 1% Leader channel. This is the place where vision-driven leaders learn how to cut through the noise, gain clarity, and lead with conviction. Every week, I post a new episode to help you build clarity, confidence, and eternal impact in your leadership journey. So hit subscribe, click the notification bell, and let's grow together. Stick around until the end, because I'll share how you can join me in the next 1% Leader Masterclass happening on Saturday, November the 1st. It's free, and you'll walk away with a 90-day plan you can actually execute. To begin, let's be honest. Annual goals often sound inspiring, but end up frustrating. Here's a few reasons why. Number one, they're too distant. A 12-month horizon feels far away. It's like trying to run a marathon while staring at the finish line 26 miles down the road. Most people lose steam before they even get close. Second, they're too vague. Annual goals tend to be broad and abstract. Grow the business, strengthen the team, improve communication. But without breaking that into steps, the goal just sits there like a motivational poster. Number three, they're too easy to delay. When you have a year, the temptation is to say, I'll start next month or the month after. Before you know it, it's October and you're cramming to make up for lost time. I worked with a leader who had a 12-month revenue goal. It sounded great on paper, but 6 months in, nothing had shifted. Why? Because the team didn't know what to do this week to move it forward. They had vision, but no traction. Proverbs 29:18 says, where there's no vision, the people perish. But vision alone isn't enough. Without structure, discipline, and a way to measure progress, vision fades. That's where the 90-day framework changes everything. Second, a 90-day plan is short enough to create urgency, but long enough to create meaningful results. Here's why it works. It brings clarity. 90 days forces you to be specific. You can't hide behind vague dreams. You have to define what matters most right now. It also brings focus. With a shorter horizon, you can't afford to chase everything. You're forced to prioritize. Finally, it creates momentum. Small wins compound quickly. Each 90-day sprint builds on the last, creating an upward spiral of progress. Think about the way companies report quarterly results. Wall Street doesn't want to know your 5-year dream. They want to know, what did you do this quarter? Are you on track? That rhythm creates accountability. Imagine trying to steer a massive ship. If you only checked your course once a year, you'd be thousands of miles off target. But if you check more often, you can make small adjustments and stay on course. In Exodus, when God provided manna for Israel, it wasn't for a year at a time, it was daily. Why? Because God wanted his people to stay dependent, focused, and faithful. 90-day planning isn't daily manna, but it's the same principle. Don't live in the abstract future. Stay present, focused, and faithful with what's right in front of you. So how do you do it? Let me give you a simple framework. Step 1, identify your next big initiative. Ask, what's the one thing that if achieved in the next 90 days would make the biggest impact? Step 2, Break it into 3 to 5 clear outcomes. Not 15, not 20, not 1. Just 3 to 5 measurable results you want to see by the end of the quarter. Step 3, assign ownership. Every outcome must have a name next to it. If everyone owns it, no one owns it. Step 4, map weekly actions. This is where most leaders fail. They stop at goals, but never translate them into weekly rhythms. Every week, ask, what's the one step this week that moves us toward the 90-day outcomes? Step 5, review and recalibrate. At the end of the quarter, reflect. What worked? What didn't? What will we focus on next? I had a client who shifted from annual goals to 90-day planning. Within the first quarter, morale skyrocketed. Why? Because the team could actually see progress. Every week felt like a step forward. Psalm 90:12 says, "Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom." 90-day planning is one way to number your days, to make them count with wisdom, clarity, and stewardship. The beauty of this 90-day framework is how it compounds over time. 4 quarters of focus can completely transform a team, an organization, or a leader. In quarter 1, you gain traction. Then in quarter 2, you build consistency. Next, in the 3rd quarter, you expand influence. Finally, in quarter 4, you establish momentum that carries you into the next year. Instead of one overwhelming annual target, you've got 4 sprints, and each sprint is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to accelerate. Many of the most effective companies, ministries, and nonprofits I've worked with don't even bother with traditional annual goals anymore. They use a 90-day rhythm, and the results speak for themselves. Faster execution, clearer alignment, stronger morale. It's like training for a marathon by running 4 10Ks first. Each sprint builds your endurance, sharpens your focus, and gives you confidence for the big race. Reminds us that in Philippians 3:13-14, Paul writes, "Forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal." Notice the rhythm, straining forward in steps. The race is long, but it's won in consistent stretches, not in one giant leap. So here's what I want you to do. Grab a notebook and take 5 minutes to answer these questions. Number 1, what's the single most important initiative in your leadership right now? Number 2, what are 3 to 5 outcomes that you would tell you, yes, this quarter was successful? Number 3, who needs to own those outcomes? Number 4, what's one action you can take this week to begin? Write them down, share them with your team, put them somewhere visible, and then commit. 90 days from now, you'll be amazed at the progress. If this message hit home for you, here are 3 ways that you can take action right now. First, subscribe. Here on YouTube, so you don't miss future episodes. Every Friday, I release teaching to help vision-driven leaders like you. Number 2, comment below. What's one initiative you could tackle in the next 90 days? I'd love to hear it. Number 3, join me live at the next 1% Leader Masterclass on Saturday, November 1st from 9 a.m. till 12 noon Pacific. Oh, and if Saturday doesn't work for you, there will be a weekday edition on Monday, November the 10th. It's free, and you'll walk away with a personalized 90-day plan. Sign up at philroutley.com/masterclass. Thanks for joining today. Remember, a year is too long to drift, but 90 days is long enough to gain momentum, short enough to stay focused, and powerful enough to transform your leadership. Next Friday, we'll be looking at how to keep the main thing, why leaders drift, and how to anchor your focus so you multiply your impact. Until then, keep moving forward, one 90-day sprint at a time.